The only thing left for Kamala Harris to do is to pack up her things and go. Campaign over. It's too late to turn it around now. Welcome to John Mike Keene. That's the big news. Internals are showing she's done. And the biggest evidence really is the black voters turning against her.
He was in Detroit like he was today, and he basically told black voters, what the hell do you have to lose? I'm probably the only person in the universe of Democrats that said, did you hear what he just said? He's ready to engage and talk to black voters as if, and this was about policy. Now imagine the Democrats are taking the black vote for granted, the young vote for granted, certain other voters for granted. And somebody all of a sudden want to have an engaging conversation with you. That's how Trump won. He was able to talk to voters that Democrats stopped talking to.
That's Donna Brazile saying Trump, even back then, this is in 2016, 2020, Trump always very seriously and openly talked to black voters. Republicans never did. They just were terrified to talk to black voters. Democrats would talk to black voters, but it was talking at them, like as if they owned them. Trump is the first to actually communicate.
People want to act like Trump is the worst motherfucker in the world, but guess what? He was already president, and all that you're talking about didn't happen. He didn't make himself a dictator.
That's the smartest pundit yet I've heard on the Trump situation. I have dumb friends going, Trump already said he's going to be a dictator. I go, but he was already the president and he was not a dictator, you idiot.
And this whole shit about he's going to make himself a dictator is really taken so out of context that it's ridiculous. He said he'd make himself a dictator on the first day, to implement some shit. But that was, trust me, said tongue in cheek. It was not said seriously.
Why is this black man the only one that understands Trump's context? He's the only one that doesn't take it literally out in the punditry where he goes, yeah, Trump said he'd be a dictator on day one just to get stuff done. It was mostly tongue in cheek. Absolutely true. This black man is the only one who got it right. The only one in all of social media. Certainly no one on the left did. It flew right over all of MSNBC's heads on purpose. They didn't want to understand what Trump said. They didn't want to understand the nuance. They just wanted to make points against Trump because they're idiots and they're going to lose this election. Thank God they're so stupid they're going to lose this election. And this black man is showing the street wisdom that sees through it all.
Y'all already living in Project 2024. Okay, you worried about Project 2025 when they already ran Project 2020 on you.
Why isn't there scare tactics working on this guy? He's going, you're already living in Project 2024. That's true. Every year we've lived through Project 2020 by the same people. Now they have Project 2025. And this time it's magically some weird boogeyman. This time it's magical. And this guy's going, we've already lived through stuff. How is he so smart? Why isn't Mika Brzezinski, Joe Scarborough, The View? Why don't they understand? They need to have this gentleman on and have him tell them, this is how words work. This is how communication works. This guy gets it. Everyone else is lying to you. Kamala Harris's campaign is over.
What the fuck are y'all really even talking about?
My name is John Mike Keene.
Y'all trying to act like scare me into thinking that he's so bad that I should just vote for this broad just because.
Yeah, we ain't voting for that broad. I love him. I love this man. I think Trump should put that man in his cabinet.
Democrats struggling with African-American voters, particularly African-American men.
But guess what? I feel that she's so bad. She's the one that scares me. So I feel that she's so bad that guess what? I might just go around and vote for Trump.
We're voting for Trump, baby, because it didn't work. Your lies didn't work, Democrats. Your gaslighting didn't work. Your screaming didn't work. Calling everyone racist didn't work. Going after the black man saying, how dare you vote against Kamala Harris didn't work.
Working class men, whether you're black, Hispanic, or white, persistently, consistently do not believe the Democratic Party and specifically Kamala Harris are going to do a thing for them. They've been told that they're the problem, and I suspect they're going to rise up on election day and tell the elites who told them that you're wrong.
And this is my first time saying this out loud. But y'all motherfuckers think you're going to shame somebody or bully into voting for this bitch? Absolutely not.
So there you have it from him. You're trying shame and bullying to vote. Terrible idea, Democrats, but keep doing it. Please keep doing it. We need to get Trump ahead another 5 points by your bullying, as this black man said. You're bullying a black man. Who bullies black men? Democrats. Who peer pressures them? Who manipulates them? Democrats hate black men so much that they bully them, they lie to them, they manipulate them. That's the Democrats you know who keep calling Trump hateful. No, Democrats hate them more.
A lot of men think Democrats care more about dudes who want to become women than dudes who just want to be dudes. And no hunting, cosplay, or cringy videos is going to change it. The bet is made.
Absolutely not. And now you're going to make me be Mr. Anti. You keep coming at me with this bullshit. You keep coming at me talking about, oh, it's a shame that you're not supporting a black woman. She's not black. She's Indian. She ain't black. Out of here.
I don't want to talk about her racial makeup. I don't know. I don't care. I know black men aren't buying it. They're going, is that black? Really? Is that like from Good Times or the mom? Is that Mabel King from What's Happening and Cooley High? Is that black? Is that 70s black? Or is she something else? She's like Canadian black.
Trust me, the sentiment on the street in the real world is a lot of people are not with this woman. They see right through her, and they're trying to blame it on black men, but no, I see a lot of black women that are not with her neither.
They're seeing through the lie, my people. I've always believed in the people. I'm going, how can people be that dumb to believe Kamala Harris's lies? And there's a black man going, you know what? We're seeing through it. And black women too are seeing through it, the lies. Guys, this should warm your hearts that people, lo and behold, when you tell a giant lie and try to gaslight all the public, they all go, you know what? How about no? How about I kind of smell a liar?
Donald Trump's doing better with black voters, Hispanic voters, off the charts. But what the most important thing is, what was working with female voters with Kamala Harris was that there was some feeling of joy in the air. Well, that joy is gone.
All done. Well, the joy is gone because their joy was fake joy, Antichrist joy. Real joy lasts. My joy lasts even if my guy loses. I'm secured in God and the joy of God. It is not circumstantial. It cannot be, or it's not real joy. Kamala's is not real joy. That's why it's gone. It was a sugar high, sugar rush, all empty calories, all gone.
And she wanted to clarify the two most important issues that are facing these two candidates, the economy and immigration. And she bombed like Rory at the U.S. Open, and she went out there and said there was nothing she would do that would be different than Joe Biden.
I don't know who Rory is who bombed at the U.S. Open, but maybe my people out there who are golf, or is it tennis, the U.S. Open? I don't know which one it is. If you're a fan of that sport, you can explain it in the comments below so I'll understand that joke.
She created a campaign commercial for Donald Trump. And so she's trying to recover. There is no joy in the air, and everybody knows it, and it's obvious that
Donald Trump's going to put up the best performance with black voters since Richard Nixon back in 1960, not 68, since 1960. That's 64 years ago. Among Hispanic voters, Donald Trump's going to put up the best performance for Republicans since 2004 and George W. Bush.
This is the Democrats' fault. Democrats are so stupid. They did so much race baiting over the last 4 years. Race, skin color, jeans, cult. That's all they're doing. That's all they've been doing for 4 years, and it's backfiring on them. And I couldn't be happier. And I couldn't be prouder of our Hispanic populations. I couldn't be prouder of our black populations. Not just because you agree with me and vote for Trump, but because you see through this BS, this giant lie from the Democrats, where Republicans, we're all going, I'm a white guy. I'm looking at them going, there's no way black people are this dumb. There's no way Hispanics are this dumb to believe this BS. And they're not believing, going, thank you for just giving me some hope that you guys are not going to believe this garbage. You guys are smart. You're smarter than any white liberal. Any black or Hispanic that's not following for this Kamala stuff, prove they're smarter than every white honky who is supporting Kamala Harris, who are that dumb and are that racist.
All right, so party ID nationally. You go to October, November of 2016, Democrats had a 3-point advantage. You go 4 years ago, Democrats had a 6-point advantage. Look at where we are today, Manu. Republicans with a 1-point advantage. A very different picture, very much mirroring what we see in the party registration numbers in those key battleground states.
That means Kamala Harris is going to lose. So far, she's going to lose. Good job, kid.
And Pennsylvania in particular.
It actually just shows you, too, why Harris is doing what she's trying to do. She's trying to moderate a little bit on these issues, trying to reach those very voters.
She's not going to moderate a little bit. Just you guys wait till you see the change in Kamala Harris in the last couple of weeks. It's going to be desperate. She's going to be like, I now completely stand against Joe Biden. I now have nothing to do with Joe Biden. They're going to change their story, and then they're going to blame you if you question them on it. They're going to blame you and call you a liar. They're going to say like, no, we were always against Joe Biden. We were always against his, always changing his policies. And if you believe different, it's because you're a racist.
Because the party registration is changing and the demographics of the voters are changing. And those are the people she needs to attract.
Absolutely. And you know, the GOP leads by a point in party identification right now. The average when the Republican Party loses is the Democrats ahead by 8. When the Republican Party wins, the average party ID advantage for Democrats is 3. Republicans right now, Manu, are doing even better than the average when they win.
Republicans are winning. We're going to do it, guys. They're not believing it. These are happy times. Put Kamala Harris's face in the poo-poo. It's like when your dog does a mess on the carpet, you put their face in the poo-poo. It is time now to grind their face in the poo-poo. This Trump win has to be embarrassing to the Democrats so they never try this liberal race baiting garbage ever again.
If there's one little nugget that I think Republicans are really hopeful for, it's this party ID and this party registration data. It really points in a good direction for them and for Donald Trump.
Wow.
No, absolutely not. And maybe a reason for that, too, is remember, she's the VP in an unpopular administration. Look, we asked Joe Biden's policies as president. Do you think they're helping or hurting your family? Look at that. Almost 2-to-1 say hurting.
Kamala Harris is toast. Campaign over. Roll up the carpet, lady, and roll up the drapes, because I don't know if the carpets match the drapes, but you're going to roll them up and take them home. I'm John Mike Keane.